What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this one we're unboxing and setting up the Spirit Halloween 2023, the Cauldroness Animatronic. Now, this animatronic retails for $289.99 at Spirit Halloween this year. Boil, bubble, toil, and trouble. The Cauldroness has been alive since the original Witch's Sabbath, creaking across the earth for hundreds of years. Fueled by her wicked potion, she meticulously gathers the ingredients, scouring the earth for its rare and delicate ingredients, but the one she needs the most isn't found at the local cemetery. It's only found pumping inside your chest. And the fresher it is, the better for the Cauldroness. So you best keep your kids close and your eyes open if you hear her muttering her recipe. You always gotta hit you with the story time. Anyway, I got this prop on Employee Appreciation Day. I had to, think for a second there. So it ended up being, hold on, quick math. I didn't actually do the math. 170, 180 plus tax. And this was one of many things I got. I got fucking skull pile, a tombstone, ringmaster, 2 lights, a costume, and Cauldroness. And Deathray. I forgot about Deathray, because he's not in the picture right now because he didn't fit in the vehicle. So I have to go back and get him tomorrow while I'm there. But anyway, yeah. This prop is one that I wanted last year, but my store never got in, and oh my god, I didn't realize how good this prop actually is. Now, personally, just gonna be real with you guys for a second here, I'm not a huge fan of Techie in general. I think their props are very good as far as revolutionary, but I feel like they have very stupid problems. Specifically, spring pins. Their spring pins are trash. There was a issue with this one. I believe it's that triangular piece with the control box. I think it was that one. I had a spring pin issue with it. It was fine. It ended up going on, but the spring pin didn't pop out properly, although I guess Ringmaster has the same thing happen, or had the same thing happen, but he's bigger, so who cares? Anyway, here it is. This prop also has a fog attachment. Oh my god. I don't have it on in this video, or in the demo, because, well, I'm inside, and yeah, although I'll probably end up hooking one up for her on Halloween. So, pros of this prop. Very creepy, very cool looking. Audio is kind of I don't like her line, at least the one that, the only one I've heard. I only activated her once per time she was plugged in, so I don't know what the other audio tracks are, or lines. What? Huh? Anyway, yeah, she's larger than I expected, honestly. I mean, I guess 4 feet is pretty big, but she's bulky. Main complaint I'll talk about later, actually, because it's not important yet. But yeah, I really like this prop in general. It almost gives me professional vibes on a spirit level, and I guess my main reason for that being a strobe light on a prop you never see. Most props, sure, maybe there's a flashing light or something, but this light is it's on for most of the time, and then a point in the activation, it starts strobing. When I saw that, when I first demoed it, I was like, whoa. Because I, frankly, haven't watched a demo video of her since last year, and I just haven't really paid attention, but yeah. Overall, simple setup, little weird. She has these thin, you see them in the back right there, they almost look like not candy cans, but hooks. And they end up going into the side to give her form. Pretty interesting. But, yeah, here I am. I think I'm trying to get that final spring pin on. You see me? I am just trying to beat the ever-living frick out of it, because it's not going in. I eventually get it, though, after a lot of struggle, and I had to do that on all 3, and I think it's 2 of the spring pins or something didn't pop out, but it's not like she's going to explode, so we're fine. I also have her backwards right now, in case anybody asked, although I'll notice that in one of the upcoming steps when you put on her main form. Another thing I don't like about Techie, I guess it's easier that way, but I don't like how the entire upper shoulder frame and head and clothes are all part of one thing. It makes putting on that spring pin a lot more annoying than just not having it being like that, But yeah. Still overall happy. I am kind of, trash-talking a lot of things, but I do nitpick a lot. I am very interested to see her with fog. That'll be fun. The only problem is the 400-watt fog machine I have is trash, and I don't want to use the Froggy's fog on her, because I feel like that would just explode. But, yeah, I'll probably just use the 400 watt and call it a day. I think I have 1,000 watts, though. But I haven't tested them, so if they even work is a whole different question. And if they have attachments. They should, but they're old Spirit ones, so I'm not really sure. Like, ISE ones, I should say. Anyway, here you put on the body. I'm a little low on the camera angle. The cons of doing this by yourself, but yeah, I get there eventually, and I realize that, wait a minute, she's facing backwards, so I end up turning her around, and then I have to turn her again, because the next step is some back piece, which I wanted to show you. But yeah, she's got a really creepy face. I absolutely love the look of it. This was an animatronic that did fly under my radar. I mean, I wasn't insanely interested last year. I wanted her, but I wasn't like, oh yes, this is the coolest prop ever. But I'm definitely glad I got her. Is she worth $290? No, I wouldn't say so. I don't think any Spirit prop this year is worth the price they're being sold for. I guess except for Art. Art is kind of worth it. And I would say Death Ray for $300 isn't bad. But yeah, there you see she randomly teleports. That actually was a really smooth teleport, not gonna lie. But anyway, there's a pole right here that goes onto the other pole and then slips into her shoulder frame. And it's one of those little bars with the cotter pins that you have to put in there that, like, Desmodus has and Emmeline has, and I think those are the only two techie props I own that have them. I don't think Leatherface does. But Leatherface is freaking massive, so I don't know if he's a good example. I guess so is Emmeline, actually. But anyway, moving on. Here I'm trying to figure out what the frick the instructions are talking about with that, I'm pretty sure, and then I go back under there and do the thing. Underwear, get it? But yeah, basically, it's not even a circular bar like I thought it was going to be. It's just a little, like, flat piece of metal that sticks down. It's kind of weird. You would almost not think anything of it if you just looked at it. But it's important, apparently. To give her some form, and I guess stability? I don't really know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any crazy, like, complaints. I'm just trying to think. Because specifically, if I were to point anything out, it'd be size. But also, she's hunched over like this. I mean, she shouldn't be tall. And I feel like she'd be at a pretty good eye level for most kids, especially when she looks up. But yeah. Another funny thing I noticed, she takes a 6-volt 3-amp adapter instead of a 6-volt 2-amp, which, it's not a huge thing, just I find that a little bit funny because, yeah, she's got 1,000,001 wire connections. It's like, her head is like 3, I think. Each arm has one, what's it called? The Cauldron has one, right, that's like her name, Cauldroness, and I think there might be another one, but I'm not positive. There's just so many wires. There's so many. But, yeah. Her face is also kind of a weird, like, yellowy green color. It almost looks like the wall in the background with the light shining on it. The wall's actually not the same color as her face. It just, the light makes it look like that. But here is the arm poles. These are weird. I was a little confused on these and also where to put them. I thought it was, like, up near the shoulder frame, like, you know, it is on most props, but it's actually connected to the middle bar of her, like, chest, or of her, when you connect her shoulder frame on, it's part of that, the bottom pole of that, like, the arms stick out of that instead, which is weird. I guess it doesn't really change anything, just you have to make the arms longer at that point. But that did throw me off. Anything else? She's got a pretty long adapter cord, which is nice. I hate the ones that have, like, a 2-foot adapter cord. Like, I need to, you know, I need to extend this, but a lot of the new ones I feel like have longer cords. Like, Ringmaster's isn't as long, but Cauldroness's could reach from where she is pretty much right now to the outlet that is just to the right of the camera right now. But, yeah, here's her other arm in place, and then I think you do hands after that. I forgot, honestly. And those are fairly simple. The one thing that I didn't like about the arms was, and I had this problem with, I believe, Cremator as well, with his arms. Because of where they're positioned, you can't really see where the spring pin's supposed to go. No, actually, it was Fear Valley had that problem with. It was not Cremator, his tail. So you kind of just have to twist it until it ends up snapping in eventually. Thankfully, Cauldroness isn't like Fear Valley to where you can push the pole further in than you need. At least I don't think so. I just kind of rotated this arm and it ended up working, or I'm just smart. But yeah, the trick I actually ended up using was the little like plastic caps that Techie has where you can push them in to get rid of the spring pin. I just kind of used that and lined it up originally, just pushed it in and hoped. Not really a ton else I can do. Because it's not like the arms are going to try to rotate on me, because they're pretty much down as they should be. Here I move her back so she's more in the camera. Also, I do adjust her witch hat later. I think it's like that in the short. I think it's adjusted in the short, but it's not adjusted in the demo in this video. But yeah, I guess the other question, do I recommend? Absolutely, this prop is amazing. I honestly didn't know what to expect when I got it, and I am glad I didn't, because oh my goodness, this thing is great. But yeah, I don't think she's worth $290. I definitely think if she lasted to the sale, that would be an easy 100% purchase. But again, 40% for me, like that's an absolute steal. Yeah, do I wrap this up yet? Nah, I'll wait another like minute and a half. Here I am just putting on the hands, and there's a little Velcro as per usual to go in, or as Techie calls it, hook and loop. And then here's the problem actually I have. The cauldron doesn't connect to the base. It looks like it has a thing that does, but I actually think that's a fog tube. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the fog stuff at all. I just kind of threw it back in the box and called it a day. But yeah, I wish it did connect. Although it also comes with a stake for soft ground, which you shouldn't put her outside, so like why? I don't understand that move. But anyway, with that being said, that's where I'm going to end this video, I think. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, you'll be left with a little bit of silence, I guess. Overall, definitely recommend. Great prop. And yeah, I guess just get ready for her Ringmaster, who is the next one. And oh boy, he's a big boy. And yeah, with that being said, also that's a really weird arm mech. That being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. I'm gonna shut up. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Welcome to the darkness. Black magic has led you here. There is no escape. Your soul now belongs to